Hello, welcome to Sunday Politics East. I'm Stuart White. Later in the programme we take a trip from east to west to see how the Chancellor could make a difference in the budget on Wednesday.
In Great Yarmouth we are right here out on the edge of England, and without that major infrastructure investment we're going to stay just as we are without the possibility of expanding.
Well, with us this week, Dave Hodgson, the elected Mayor of Bedford, and Mark Lancaster, Defence Minister and MP for Milton Keynes. 50 years after it was established as a new town, Milton Keynes wants to revamp 7 housing estates. The whole scheme would cost £1 billion. There'll be a local referendum, believed to be the first of its kind, to be held before work starts. The scheme could include the building of up to 1,250 new homes, and some of those could be built on existing green spaces. Here's Andy Holmes.
Barry Wilde on the Fuller's Slade estate, which is surrounded by a large green space. I've come to see why it's now at risk of redevelopment. Morning, Barry.
Hi, Andy.
Nice to meet you.
And you. Yeah.
Right, shall we go and have a look?
Yeah, let's wander down.
This is one of the estates in Milton Keynes earmarked for regeneration. It's a long-standing community which, like a lot around the town, values these communal green areas.
I love it. I've been here long enough, yeah, and walk around here virtually daily. And it's just great because you're walking in the countryside. You're in a housing estate, but you're walking in the countryside. Yeah. Why would you want to get rid of this? It's a real attribute. It's quite beautiful.
There are concerns that lots more houses will be built here, as one of the ways for paying for the regeneration could be from the sale of new private property on the estate.
They've got to regenerate the estate by putting new properties to pay for the refurbishment of the old. So we've got to have 1,000+ houses to refurbish 278.
There's also worries about people having to downsize if they are moved, and residents like Tony Smith are very unhappy about their uncertain future.
Moving out, they'll have to carry me out. I just don't want to move. I won't move, unless, well, of course if I have to, I have to, but I'll be one of the last to go, definitely.
So what do you think of what you've heard about the regeneration plans so far?
What do I think about it? It stinks for a start. So many rumours.
Here on the Fuller Slade estate, one of 7 estates in Milton Keynes that's set to be regenerated over the next 15 years, there are 453 properties, of which 278 are council owned. And it's those 278 that are set to be at the centre of this regeneration project. Helen Havens has lived here for the last 18 years and won awards for her work on the estate.
I will miss the community. We built this community, and if they decide to bring in more houses and things like this, they would destroy this community because they would put too many people on here. So yeah, it's upsetting me. It really is upsetting me. I've actually gone to meetings and I've actually broken down in tears at these meetings because we don't know ourselves as residents what's going on.
The company that might have the answers is Your MK, who are responsible for regenerating the estates.
It has to be a community-led process. We cannot be seen to be doing things to people. They have to determine what the future looks like for them. It's their community.
We've spoken to residents who are worried about green spaces disappearing.
I think you're absolutely correct. There is a significant proportion of this estate that's currently green open space. There's a lot of probably underutilised open space on the estate, and that's got to be factored into what we're determining going forward.
So it sounds like we're not ruling out building houses on some of that green space.
No, and I think it would be foolish to say that we're not.
Your MK also dispute the figure of 1,000 new homes, saying that the numbers being built haven't been decided.